Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name's Wendy Wing. I'm going to do a reading for the collective. Welcome, collective. Hope you're doing well. All right, so this is a general reading. I'm not tuning in to one person's specific energies. I'm tuning into the collective. So take what resonates and leave the rest. All right. So, collective. In the past, you were in the energy of wisdom, Hierophant. Feels like you've been through a lot in your life experience that has given you a lot of wisdom that you can share with others. I'm also getting that there's an energy of being a system buster, not conforming maybe to usual patterns. Interesting. Oh, okay. So in the past, you have really been working on yourself, your own development. And I feel like this comes from being surrounded by, being in a lot of environments that were not conducive to your well-being, not I want to say toxic environments. And so feel like a part of you, you might have been told a lot that you were the issue. And so you really looked inward to work on yourself. Maybe at first you worked on trying to fit in, but then also worked on yourself, like how, how is this not going? There's just a confusion. Like it's hard for me to even communicate. And maybe that was part of it, is not being able to speak your truth, not being able to understand what's really going on, because it's really hard to understand that you're in a toxic environment when you're right in the middle of it. You don't have distance. And maybe you were attracting a lot of people with the same points of view, and maybe they're all saying, yeah, it's you. Or, what are you going to do? What do you do? But there's something happened, and you started making movement and progress, like a determination. Feels like you left a lot of toxic situations. It took a lot of courage to do this. A lot of self-control. Yeah, it's hard to even communicate about this or with these people or in these situations. It might have been hard for you to communicate clearly. I feel like that's part of it, is an unwillingness or unable to really hear you. In present time, you're in the energy of power in reverse. There's something going on where you're feeling unempowered or That's what I'm getting, unempowered. Unempowered because there's someone resistant to change, someone afraid of changing, someone was holding on to something, even though it is very unempowering and it's causing stagnation and decay. I don't know if that's your energy, because I'm getting that there's on some level, we'll do a little bit more. I'm getting two different energies. This could be that your energy split right now, or it could be someone's energy in your space, someone who's feeling unempowered and resistant to change. And so they refuse to change. It does feel like the energy in the past that I was talking about. And then there's this other energy that's very light and joyful, celebrating, feeling at home. It feels like coming home. Boy, yeah. So you're going to have to decide, use your discernment. Is this your energy? And so you're kind of have some split energy going on, or is there someone in your energy? Are you feeling pretty, things are going really well. I feel pretty good. And there's also someone energy in your space who's overly emotional, cold-hearted, cruel, bitter. This definitely feels like someone who lies, manipulates people's emotions. And, the interesting thing about people who manipulate others' emotions is they are easily manipulated themselves, because they lack emotional. Wow, yeah. And I'm so curious why this energy is so prevalent in your space right now. So this is an energy of someone who's feels like a hustler, someone who will do whatever it takes to appear well off financially. They care more about how they're perceived than their real stability. It just doesn't feel like they're very stable. Feels like someone who's very insecure. And your energy, it feels like you're moving on from this energy, or you have moved on. Feels like you've separated quite a bit from this energy. Yeah. Maybe it's because it's the holidays, or moving to, so it's not totally, but it feels like, so interesting that they're showing up so strongly in your energy. It feels like you're barely showing up in your present energy, and they're really crowding your energy. Let's keep going and see why this is happening. Family pattern is shadow. This is the moon card. Family pattern around the moon. wow, this is really stuck energy. This is energy that's not seen, that's hidden. A family pattern of not seeing the truth of a situation, not seeing the truth about themselves, not owning it and accepting. This feels like projecting a lot of blame outward and not owning toxic behaviors, toxic patterns. And again, in this energy that was in your past energy and is now a family pattern, is avoidance, fear of change, fear of loss, not leaving, staying in a situation. But it looks like you have left a lot of this energy behind. But a family pattern is nobody leaves. Everybody agrees and stays in this very toxic environment. It feels like a lack of growth if you're unable and or unwilling to own your own shadow, own your own toxic behaviors, then you can't grow, you can't expand. Boy, it feels it's such a stuck energy, and it is in your present time energy as well. So personal issue is Three of Swords, heartache and loss. Feels like it's been very, if this is resonating with you and this is a family pattern and you have had maybe a lot of cycles, not just with your family, but with friends or at work or relationships where you're around people who refuse to change or they're unable to change. Maybe it's not part of their life path. It feels like it would be very heartbreaking because you have to choose to stay in something where you just kind of slowly die. I mean, because you're not following your path, or move on. And also there's just this heartache that boy, again, strength in reverse. I feel like this, it's just heartbreaking. It has been a lot of heartache because of these losses, because of being around people who are unwilling to be accountable and responsible for their behavior. This feels like a lot of pretending and not, with the moon, pretending, masking, things that are hidden. Nobody talks about the toxic behavior. If you do bring it up or shine a light on it, then you're the problem because you're addressing something, you're bringing something to light that is meant to stay hidden. Feels like this has caused a lot of insecurity in your life and a lot of struggle and self-doubt, like because being surrounded by people, even if someone were to agree with you, they're not in enough agreement that they're like, yeah, we should do something about it. Feels like, yeah, but just keep going. There's just feels like a very stuck energy, and it has caused, because so many people don't see the problem, are staying in this energy. It's created self-doubt and insecurity around you. There's a different kind of stuckness, an inner stuckness that it feels like you might be struggling with. And I'm getting just the sadness, like maybe a belief that I'm never going to find anybody who sees things and sees me the way I do. Your conscience, what you would do if no one were there to judge you. Four of Cups, discontent and boredom. So there's some type of offering, but you're turning your back. Feel like you want to turn your back on this type of energy. Maybe this person's energy that's in your space, their energy's in your space, but it doesn't feel like they are. Are you just wanting to ghost them? Are you ignoring them? Are you just fed up? I forgot. I feel like a fed up. I feel like annoyed. I know too much now. Yeah, you are wow. You are moving. What you want to do is leave this energy behind, leave anybody behind who doesn't value you, who can't see you, who doesn't appreciate you. And you're moving towards having your own stability, your own security. Feels like you might be working on some type of business or something financially where you might be a leader, that you need a great deal of discipline. It feels like you're really focusing on your abundance and prosperity. Even though it is, I'm tuning into this energy of work and abundance, it feels like you're a very generous person. I think something about what you've learned throughout this reading and throughout your life is that you are very generous, but you're going to be more discerning about who you give your energy, your time, your money to. Wow, that actually looks really empowering and discerning. It's not about being greedy. It's about self-care. It's about reciprocity. So in the center of your reading is base chakra. This is a message from your higher self. Base chakra is where you're sitting, kind of in the pelvic region. Base chakra is an energy center that deals with the physical body, work, your home, physical aspects. Yeah, it feels like what I was just saying, how you're turning away from this energy. You've worked on yourself in the past. You're feeling pretty darn good, all things considered. There is an energy in your space that is not yours. And the interesting thing is you're showing up as like King of Pentacles, and this energy in your space is showing up as Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So someone who's interested in finances, but maybe they don't know how to really, it feels like you have a bit of a Midas touch. Touch. Easy for me to say. Some more on that base chakra. Yeah, okay. Some of you might be feeling like, oh, Like you do have amazing potential for leadership, business, growing abundance and security. But there's still some beliefs in that, that base chakra, still beliefs in the 3D around okay, it feels like this energy is in your space somehow, and it blocks your ability to bring in your abundance. It maybe it's hard for you to get this energy out of your space. Wait, it slows down my ability to tune in. This energy is confused. I feel exhausted tuning into this energy. It depletes your energy. I can feel that wheel of fortune, like something, it's draining. It's time to end this cycle. It's time to end this cycle and step into the Empress mode. Abundance, nurturing, growth, action. I'm hearing a suggestion to, instead of how do I get my abundance, how do I get, so you might be, whatever it is that you're trying to, I want, whatever you're yearning for, instead, if you can embody that energy, I am abundant, I am nurturing, I am developed, I am evolved, I am action. Whatever it is that you are yearning for, whatever you don't feel that you have, make that your I am statement. Make that a mantra during the day. I am abundance. Like I am embodying, I am abundance. I think after a couple days, you'll have creating a different way of perceiving yourself. You'll start noticing things differently. Because when you're tuning into I am whatever that is that you want, it changes your crown chakra. Your crown chakra is like your focus, your tuner. So you're tuning into abundance, the energy of abundance, and saying, I am abundance. I am security. I am stability. I am safety. I'm seeing as that happens, this tunes in and you start tuning into that vibration of whatever it is. And that's going to align your chakras and start flowing that energy. And the more you do it during the day and tune into that and do it for days, then you can't help but attract different thoughts, different perspectives, different ways of seeing things. Instead of, I want something, and you're telling that tuner that you don't have that thing. And you're telling your chakra columns, I don't have that thing. And so the universe is like, so you don't have that thing. Okay. So instead, like you already have it. This is a vibrational shift, a fun way to play with vibration. All right. Your challenge right now is triumph, the Chariot. So in the past position, we got the Chariot moving forward, departing from this energy. It takes a lot of courage. So maybe there's just another step, or there's something else that you need to move away from. Only you can figure that out. what that is and if you're ready for it. If it's the right time. The challenge. Challenge is to stand your ground. I love the 7 of Wands. Standing your ground. Feels like there are a lot of people. Maybe this isn't just one person's energy. Maybe that's why it's so strong. Maybe there are a lot of people's energy in the same, whatever shared vibration that I've been talking about. Maybe there's a lot of people or a group. Feels like it very well could be a group. You might be feeling some of that challenge in your space. It feels like your challenge is to stand your ground, to keep going towards what you want, and not need others' permission to do what you want to do. Your challenge is to devil in reverse. Your challenge is to release limiting beliefs. Your challenge is to detach from this energy. Your challenge is to move towards your freedom. Your challenge is to release resentment, release control, release attachment to an outcome. Maybe you're hoping that this people in this type of energy will change, will heal, will expand. Maybe you've been waiting a long time, and your challenge is to move on and work on yourself. Ooh. All right, I'm going to leave this here. In the extended reading, you can follow the extended reading there's a link in the description box below. So on Patreon, I will go to your desire, lesson, and advice. And then I will do a psychic meditation where we can clear any blocks and amplify what you do want. So, all right, so I'll see you over in the extended reading on Patreon. See you in a second. All right, thank you so much for joining, and thank you all for your comments and likes and subscribing if this resonated. Appreciate every one of you. Thank you.